Everybody, and welcome to our chat tonight. This is our travel chat. My name is Mahmuda and everybody calls me Moo. Yes, I am the silly old cow, which I get told off for saying, but never mind. Um, I'm a widow and I've been widowed 14 years now, but I have 4 kids and I've done a lot of traveling and it's cost me a fortune. So when I saw Paula doing all this travel stuff, I was like, oh, tell me the secret because I want to save money while I'm traveling because I love to travel. So I did sort of stalk Paula for quite a while, about 4 years. I was following her because I'd met her 4 years ago at another meeting where she was giving a speech, and I was just like, wow, this woman is amazing. So I couldn't get anyone near her because everybody else wanted to talk to her as well. And I was a bit shy. So believe it or not, I was a bit shy and I couldn't get anyone near her. So I stalked her on Facebook and we sort of chatted now and again. But the minute she said travel, that was it. She couldn't shut me up. It was like, yes, Paula, what are you doing, Paula? Tell me more, Paula. So that was it. Paula told me all about our club, which is she's going to do now for you, like. And I was like, yeah, this is amazing. We are going to do this together. We are going to storm the world and go everywhere and anywhere together. We are just dragonflies everywhere. But Paula is amazing and I love her to bits. And I'm so grateful that she introduced me to this company. So, Paula, would you like to tell everybody more about the company and about yourself?
Thank you, Moo. Thank you for an amazing introduction. However, 4 years of stalking someone can get you in a lot of trouble. So it's a good job I didn't know that when you signed up with me. So it's a good job we're now friends.
Yes, very good friends at that.
Oh, yes, we are indeed. Thank you, Moo. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to briefly tell you about my story, because my story, I've not been in a position where I can travel as much as I wanted to, because a few years ago, before children, before husband, I just didn't have enough money. But then when I started working and I started to earn a really good income, what I found held me back was my mental health and my emotional health. So back then it was that, and then I've got 4 children. I know Michelle understands because she's got a big family. Now I've got 4 children. So now I'm actually outpriced in the market. So when it comes for me to book travel, I've got to go with the real bargain basement stuff. And I thought I don't want to do that anymore. We've always done that with all 4 of our kids, and I don't want to do that anymore. So I came across this club, changed everything for us. I mean, we go and travel in luxury and we don't pay luxury price tags. I never thought I'd be in the position that we're in right now. I saved £6,000 last year on travel within the UK, but I could have easily saved that all around the world as well. So I'm going to quickly share my screen and hope that technology is being kind to me, because it's not always. See, there it is, and we are going to go through a presentation. There we go. Fingers crossed. It's gonna work. There we go. So welcome. As Mahmuda said, we've been in this travel club a couple of years, and it's something that fits right in with all of us for different reasons. For me, I've briefly mentioned my emotional health. It's something that really helped me. What I found whilst we were locked down last year, the lockdown restrictions in the UK were actually lifted at the beginning of July slightly. And I thought, I'm going to just go. I need to get the kids out of here. We were homeschooling. I'm not a very good homeschool teacher. Things were getting really stressful. Our relationships, we were just butting heads all the time and trying to get, I don't know if anyone's got teenagers, but trying to get teenagers to sit down and do work whilst they're at home in their own bedrooms or on the dining table, it's just virtually impossible. So I found that it was quite stressful. So we decided to go away, and we went away to a place that was absolutely beautiful. It was a lodge on the side of a lake, just outside the Lake District in the UK. And we saved an absolute fortune. I'm going to show you the savings that I actually made at the time, but that's not what did it for me. What did it for me was my kids actually smiling and laughing and doing things for fun and being off the electronics. Because how it's funny, we want our kids to be off electronics, and yet they give us laptops and things that they've got to do their work on. Obviously, when they're working from home, they've got to do the video calls and all sorts of stuff. So to get them off all of that, even get them off technology that they'd normally go on and go and have fun in the outdoors, it was amazing, because that's what we're used to doing anyway, because we do sort of go away in the UK a lot anyway. But also it mended our relationship. So the arguments that we had about homeschooling, about trying to get this and that done in the house, it actually fixed that side of things for us. And so in turn, that then helped with my emotional health and the rest of us. And my 13-year-old at the time, he actually turned around and said it was the best holiday that he'd ever been on. For a teenager to say that's a pretty big deal. So our business story, we've got David Hart, who is the CEO and founder of our company, and we are currently in our birthday month. We've been around for 9 years. Woohoo! Happy birthday! And we've been around for 9 years, and during that time, the business has just exploded. It's for those of you that don't know, when a business starts, it can take between 3 and 5 years for it to find excuse me, to find that level pegging within the market. Some businesses don't last that long. Some businesses don't last much longer. We are well past that kind of threshold where are we going to make it? Are we not going to make it? We are solid. So we've been around 9 years this month. David is an amazing businessman. He actually got a runner-up for Entrepreneur of the Year in Inc. magazine. And that is not something to be taken lightly. Only the best of the best are actually included within that. And we've been lucky enough to meet him. What I love about David Hart, his surname says it all, he's all for family. The whole point of him building this business and making it as it is to allow the likes of me and you to experience things that we might not be able to do otherwise. So luxury travel isn't something that I ever looked at until 2 years ago when I joined. And now that's all I do. So David's kind of set that bar pretty high, but I've got a means to do that now. So that's cool. Our travel club is also very highly regulated and secure. Now, there's lots of talk in the UK about ABTA and ATOL. The actual regulation that we have is global rather than just based in the UK. It's actually a global regulation system. You can see all the different you probably recognise most of what's there. IATA, I can never say that. CLIA, which is for the cruises, all sorts of different things. But not only that, we've got the topmost rating with the Better Business Bureau in the States. So what that is, it's actually a business rating service that actually looks at what you're providing your customers, whether you're doing what you should be doing, whether you are getting complaints, whether you're actually providing the things that you're telling people you're providing. And we're so transparent, we've been able to get the highest possible rating with the Better Business Bureau. And you will see as I continue to talk about what we do, everything is as you see it. There's nothing hidden like there can be elsewhere. So if you had all the time and money in the world, what would you do more of? Now, 9 out of 10 people will tell you they would love to see the world, or they'd love to travel in some way. And some of the reasons that people like to travel is to see their kids' faces, like I mentioned on the trip we had, to see their excitement, to see their happiness, to see something other than them staring at a TV screen, in my opinion. Like Michelle mentioned earlier, to relax and reduce stress. That's so important, especially with the last 12 months that we've had. And also the ultimate for me is to make memories and experience new things. Life is not really about, for me, it's not really about having things. It's actually remembering good times and having memories to treasure. I think that is so important, because that's everything. So imagine if you could live a life you don't need a vacation from, that would be pretty good. This company actually enables people to do that. So there's three things that our company does really, really well, and that's helping people to travel more often, travel for less and save cash, and travel for free is even possible. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about that in a moment, but let's see what's been going on in the world. We've got to stay alert. We've got to control the virus. We've got to save lives. Absolutely. We've got to keep everyone safe, and we've got to keep ourselves safe. And the hospitality industry is one of those industries that's been hit hard with this. And I feel it's our duty in some ways to actually get that industry back up and running by going and seeing the world and doing it safely. But let's reframe what's happening at the moment. So stay alert, absolutely stay alert, but do be aware that people are traveling all over the world. Here in the UK, yes, we're locked down, but we're not locked. The world isn't locked down. We've just been speaking to business partners that have flown from one part of the States to another. Not too long, just a couple of weeks ago, we were chatting to someone that was in Mexico. A few weeks before that, there was someone in Hawaii. I mean, the list goes on. People are traveling. So what you can then do, what we enable you to do, is control your travel plans. So if you don't want to travel right now, maybe you do in December, maybe you do the year after, or maybe you want to, as soon as they say, right, go, maybe you want to be on that plane. And that's okay, because there's thousands of people that are thinking like you are. We've had, it says 7,000, it's way above that now, but just during that initial lockdown of last year, we had 7,000 new club members. We're getting thousands joining on a weekly basis. And you can control how you go about your travel using our club. And the final thing, like I said before, make memories. There's thousands of members already visiting resorts post-COVID. In the UK, I was one of the first after the first lockdown to go and visit a UK resort. It was so safe. Now, things have changed slightly since then, since last July, but going into the way that they're opening up restrictions, I mean, some of you might know I go to Scotland quite a lot, and my dad lives in Scotland. They're opening up, fingers crossed, Scotland on the 26th of April. As soon as there is a resort available, I will be going up to Scotland. So I'll be able to report to you exactly what it's like out there. People are fearful. Some are not. All I can tell you is that the hospitality industry have got it. They've got it sorted. They are more than capable of keeping you safe, keeping your family safe, making sure that you're in a position where you do not need to worry and you can go on making those memories. So I'm going to talk about three main member benefits that you get with our club. The first one is called a getaway, or a dreamcation, or a dream vacation. And what happens is, when you have your membership, you pay like a subscription for your membership each month. And I don't know if anyone's in the UK has heard of the Park Christmas magazine, where you pay a certain subscription of your affordability, whatever you can afford, each month, and it's given back to you closer to Christmas so that you can cover the cost of Christmas. Our club is exactly like that. However, with two major differences. Our club is for travel, and our club actually doubles the amount that you're going to be paying into that subscription service. So it doubles the amount, gives it you back at any time. You can take it any time. And when you receive that back, you can then use those points against travel. So here's an example of how that works. 998 points, if you see there on bottom left, when they're applied to this Getaway Cabo San Lucas, it should cost $499. That's excluding flights. This is just about resort information. So $499, 7 nights, it's going to cost you $0. And that's $0 in any currency you like. For a full week, Cabo San Lucas, beautiful 5-star resort. It's been, I mean, we know people that have been here. We've got business partners that have actually been here. It's beautiful. and you're going to get it for nothing. That's pretty cool. Excuse me. You can see that studio sleeps 4. So it's not even a person, 0 for any people, any number of people anyway, but this particular one sleeps 4. Another example is our getaway in Orlando, in Florida. Let's see if we get some water. And that, excuse me, that is $1 per night with a platinum membership. 8 days, 7 nights. And we actually know, is Deborah away there at the moment, or has she been?
She's just come back. She was in Orlando.
Excuse me.
But she had a bigger apartment because her son and family went as well.
Yeah, because she had a few family members there, didn't she?
Yeah,
Because I've
her
seen some of the
granddaughter.
videos.
Yeah, a 4-year-old. It was her 4-year-old granddaughter's birthday weekend.
But yeah, but we've got a few resorts in Orlando.
A lot.
And bear in mind that you can actually get your park tickets discounted as well through your membership. I'll talk about that in a bit, but just to let you know, if you want to see any of the resorts, one of the resorts, or two, I think we've got a few actually, a few people have been. If you want to see these resorts, we've got business partners that have done video walkthroughs, and we can send them to you, or we can tag you in them in the group. It's no problem at all. I don't know if anyone can see that message off Michelle. I can't get to it.
She just said awesome.
I know. Even with a titanium membership, which is sort of a mid-range membership, you're still only looking at $18 a night. You will not find that price with a travel agent. It's impossible. Another one is the Canary Islands, quite local for us guys in the UK. Platinum membership for a studio room, again, 8 days, 7 nights. 0. It's going to cost you nothing, just your flight, because you've got those points that are accumulating. It's going to cost you nothing on a platinum membership. $14 a night on a titanium membership. And then this one is a special one. Mahmouda, would you like to tell us more?
One of our business partners actually went here, and he was touching the walls. He was in the swimming pool, and he was touching everything and saying, this is real, it's not fake. So he gave us a challenge to check the prices. So I checked against the same 2-bedroom apartment on my back office and also against Trivago, and my price was just under £87, and Trivago was 11,792. This sleeps 8 people. It's not per person your price. This is the total amount, under £90 for everybody for a week. It was just wow, and it was beautiful. He was touching everything, and the pictures I saw on Trivago were exactly what he was showing me in the room on the live video. So I was like, wow.
I mean, a saving of 11,000 on one trip. I mean, in another video that I can share anytime about my savings, I go into a really deep detail with it. And on one of my trips, I save enough to cover a full platinum membership for the year. Now that can cover you about what, 10 of them?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just incredible. And here we are, talk of the devil. This is just a really quick visual as to the savings that I had. So I had 5 weeks away, myself, my husband, and 4 children. And you can see there in red what we would have paid if we had paid through a normal search engine or through a traditional travel agent. And then you can see in blue what our actual payments were and how much we actually paid. And I've done it that way just to give you a bit of an idea of the level of difference, rather than looking at the figures, but looking at the actual, how far away that Cornwall, that one in the middle, it's Cornwall, £3,500 you would be paying if you were getting that normally. We paid £165. The differences are incredible, and these are all over the world. Whenever I see that, it's just like, woo! So let's count down. Membership benefit number 2 is I mentioned search engines just now. Has anyone used Trivago, Booking.com, on the beach, any of those search engines where you're either searching specifically for an area like New York, or you're searching for a specific hotel? I'm sure you've used one of those. What you get with our membership is you get your own search engine with a difference, because this search engine is actually programmed to only bring you prices back that have no commission added onto them. So you're going to see another example of how this works in a moment. But what happens with the search engines you see online, they have overheads that they need to pay. So they have offices, they have staff, they employ people, they've got lots of different systems that they need to pay for. We don't have those overheads, so we don't have to charge that amount on top of the price that you should be paying. So it's a beautiful thing to have access to, because when I see some of the amounts of commissions these companies add, it should be criminal. I tell you, it should be criminal. But what I love about this as well, whenever you use it, you also get given loyalty points. Not only do you get that, but you can use those loyalty points against anything we have in our membership in this search area. And we also have car hire. We have theme park tickets. I mentioned Orlando before. We have flights. You can use loyalty points against your flights. And now if you're getting somewhere coming through on your getaway, your number one first benefit, which is your getaway, your family holiday, and it's coming back as zero, like the Canary Islands, you can then, and you've used your search engine, the second one, you can use those loyalty points against your flights and you get a free holiday. It's pretty effective, I think. So just to show you a quick example of the kind of commissions these companies add on there. 7 nights in Dubai, October this year, Expedia are going to charge you £1,692. Our search engine, and I've shown this live, I think if I've not, I'm going to do it, £407 for the very same room, very same time, everything exactly the same, and you're going to save £1,200. So they have put on £1,200 as commission. Isn't that just shocking? I just find it just so bad. But you don't have to pay any of that. You just pay your £407 and off you go. The third main benefit we have as well, I'm just going to touch on this because it's not for everyone. Our travel club can be turned into a business that you can use. Now, what you can do on 12 times per year, if you wanted to, you can actually go and meet up with your fellow businessmen and women. So you can put names to faces. You can go and meet the trainers that you hear on the phone each week whilst you're learning how to run your business. You can go and meet the CEO. You can go and meet the top earners of the company, and you can really have some fun. You can see there's world tours in Italy, Spain, France, the US, Dubai, Caribbean, Mexico, Hawaii, and have I missed anywhere? No, I don't think so. Don't think so. But there's lots to choose from. And what I love about this is there was only how many? I think there was only a couple of years, wasn't there? And now
it started off with 1 a year, then
one
it
a
went
year,
2, and then it's just gone bigger and bigger.
Because of the success of the company, we're able to do that. And I don't know about you, but anyone that has been in business before, to see that kind of growth, it just makes me just smile, because it shows that we are having successes within business, because businesses wouldn't be able to do things like this if there was no success behind it, and if they weren't making money. It's just blown up, this travel club membership. It's amazing. An example of a world tour, the prices are, of course, the key factor with a world tour. Not only are you getting world-class training, you're getting world-class prices. So 3 simple steps: decide where you want to go, apply your points. So world tours take those points into consideration again. Enjoy your trip and have fun. 4 days, 3 nights. The titanium membership is going to give it you at $399. platinum $199, and included with that is bed and breakfast and also a cocktail party to go and meet all your business partners. Retail price is $799. Wow. Another quick example, the Wynn Las Vegas. Oh, it looks amazing. We have shared videos of this in our group. Go and have a look for them. It's amazing. Platinum price, $199. 28th floor, overlooking Las Vegas Strip. Absolutely incredible. Now, you can see the titanium price there, $399 for 4 days, 3 nights. You cannot get one night for that price in the room that we're talking about. So retail price there, you can see, and that explains it all. Expedia are going to charge you $1,662 for the very same room. There are a couple of extra member benefits. I'm not going to go into too much detail about these. If they are something that you are very interested in, we can have a chat about them. But you can save money on everything you ever buy, including food shopping, including insurances, theme park tickets, going out to dinner when we finally can, going out for pizza when we finally can, flights, pubs, restaurants, all sorts of stuff. Another thing that we also have is one free trip per year, and what that trip is, it's complimentary as part of your membership. It's one a year that you can choose from over 64 destinations. Like Mahmouda says, it's going to take 64 years for you to complete that part of our membership. And maybe they'll move it to 2 a year, Moo. You never know. With the way things move on, because when we first started a couple of years ago, that free trip that was complimentary, you only ever got one per membership, and now we're getting one per year. So finally, the hotel site, really nice little add-on. If you're into business, it's a really good money-making tool. If you just want to share the love with your friends and family, you can give them a free link where they'll get an average of 22% off. If you qualify to earn an income, you can also do that. But as I said, we will, if you want to talk about these in more depth, we can do. So how much do you think all of this could cost each year? I've had so many different answers to this. So if we're looking at it every year, I've had people say, well, it's got to be at least 10 grand, if not more. And then I've had others say maybe 5,000, 2,000. And I can tell you that all of those are completely wrong. They're not even in the same ballpark. Because the prices we're looking at for a titanium membership per month is £54. Your initial one-off fee is £145. Platinum membership, which is the top notch, the best of the best, the cream of the crop, the best that you'll ever see, £240 as an initial one-off fee, £99 every single month thereafter. Now that is dependent on the conversion rate between dollars and pounds, but as you can see, I know, maybe we can chat with Moo at the end about the experiences you've had with some of these memberships or sort of timeshare options and things like that. We can have a chat at the end about that.
Michelle just asked what the one-off fee meant.
So the one-off fee gives you access to your search engine, gives you a compliance package. We're really hot on compliance, Michelle. We've got to make sure, because we're global, we've got to make sure that in each country that we're a part of, we're doing things in the right way. You'll know what I mean. I think me and Michelle have been in companies where they've not necessarily been that compliant. We're on that. You know what I mean? We're really hot on that. Yeah. So you pay for a compliance package, you're paying for your back office, you're paying for access to your membership area, you're paying for your search engine, and basically everything that you have in your back office. And it is a full back office, isn't it, Mahmouda? Yeah. Now you don't, as someone who's a customer that's just using it for travel, you don't need to use a lot of the stuff in the back office. But I could, you know what, I've just thought I was meant to do a video of my back office today and I've just not had a chance. So I will do that, Michelle. Look out for it in the next 24 hours. because I'll show you what's in there, but it just gives you access to everything that you're going to need. It's a little bit more for your initial one-off fee, purely because you've got to pay additional amounts for compliance and for the package that you've got. Is there any more questions there? I saw one flash
No,
up.
she just said thanks.
No problem. So there are other options available other than titanium and platinum, and we talk about those two memberships because they are the most popular and they're mostly what people go on. To be honest, platinum is the most popular that I've seen, but titanium is another option. Now, these prices are all in dollars. I've not had a chance to update the information yet, but we do have a basic membership as well. Now, bearing in mind that basic membership is cheaper, but it doesn't give you access to quite as much as titanium and platinum. Titanium and platinum are going to give you the best for your money. And remember, every payment that you make as well is doubled up by the company and given back to you. So you never lose a penny. You don't lose a penny. We also have a trader option, and that's all about foreign exchange trading, which I'll talk about towards the end. There's a couple of secrets to let you into, which I absolutely adore. If you know anyone that also likes to travel, if you know anyone that would like a membership like this, that would like to save over £6,000 on travel, who wants to travel in luxury maybe, but aren't quite doing that yet. If you know 3 people and they take a membership with you at Platinum and you're Platinum, then you'll be actually in a position to earn an income. So whether you like it or not, and whether you intend for it to happen or not, you will actually start earning money from this membership. If you know just one more person, you're actually in a position where your membership is completely free, because the amount you're earning on a daily basis covers the cost of your Platinum membership. So in effect, you've got both a business. I know Michelle is a business builder. You've got a business and you've got a travel club and options to travel the world in luxury for free, if you know 4 people that want to save £6,000 on their travels. And there is another option, because we want to make sure that we cater for everyone's financial position, especially with what's been happening in the past 12 months. My husband was made redundant. If it wasn't for this business, we would be in a very different situation right now. So we do also have an option for you to join on an annual payment, which is $49.95. That's a partnership fee annually. And what you can do with that, you can build a business. You do not get the membership benefits that I've gone through in this presentation, but you do have everything that you need to build a business. There are a few people that join under this if money is particularly tight, and then they build their business up, and when they're earning, they actually upgrade to get the membership so they can go and on travel. What I would like to make you aware of is a lot of people right now especially prefer to see you going on the trips. If you're joining as a partner with the partnership fee, the annual option, be aware you won't be able to go on those trips until you upgrade your account. So just be aware of that. And I mentioned Forex before. We are evolving. We have a platform that will teach you a brand new life skill, and that is how to trade on the foreign exchange. It's absolutely incredible. It's changing people's lives right now. It's not something that I've had time to start doing, but I see all the feedback and the testimonials, and I'm like, I need an extra 24 hours in every day so I can do this as well. But you're learning a brand new skill that you can take with you anywhere. You can do anything. You can do this from the beach, go on a holiday through your membership, do a bit of trading. You've paid for the rest, well, another week away, you know? So yeah, if you want to know more about that, please give us a shout. This is just a really quick recap of what we have available. We do have quite a few lives and chats, and second and fourth Monday of the month, we've got a page called 11 Escapes with Dragonfly Voyages. We have a live chat with someone, usually have a guest on, just have a chat about travel or culture or what their experiences have been. Every Wednesday, we've got a power up with Gina and Stacey. And on the last Thursday of the month, from my profile, we have what's called Dragonflies Den, where we have a few of our community on and a very special guest. There is an event that I added this evening. I will tell you a bit more about each of those. So, are there any questions or anything that you would like me to clarify?
There's nothing on Facebook at the moment. I would just like to go to the Forex at the moment.
Okay, yeah.
We have Christoph, who's 22 years old, who made $2,000 while he was in Florida on holiday. So he was the very, very first proper travel trader. So he was on holiday on the beach making money.
That's
22 years
awesome.
old. He's an awesome young man. And then this week we've had Kyle. Right. So on last Tuesday's fireside chat, he'd made $800, I think. And he was very chuffed. And he said he could have made $2,000 if he'd stayed in the trade, but he took his money out because he was a bit wary. However, since then, he's done another trade. He put in $700 on this trade, and he's made $33,000 in 14 hours.
You are.
So I was talking to Carl the other night.
That is life-changing.
Yeah.
That is life-changing.
That is amazing. And this is somebody who's, you know, like us, a beginner, not an expert. Obviously, hard making loads of money. But he's been doing trading for a while, I believe. But for Kyle to be doing it, this is somebody who has helped me along the ways. When I was booking Vegas, he was on a fireside chat and he was talking about the dreamcation that I wanted to go on. So he's chatted and I'm like, oh, that looks nice. I'll book that one. So on his recommendation, I booked the dreamcation. He sent me a text saying where I should go, what buses I can catch. And he was really, really helpful.
Yeah.
And he was just saying, oh, when you get here, you know, do this and do that. And he was just really amazing. And all of our USA, France, whichever country they're from, all of our partners are so helpful and so willing to share what they've achieved. So
absolutely, it's like an extended family in some ways, and it's amazing how we've all kind of gelled so quickly because we've made some real lifelong friends. Just want to give a couple of disclaimers for the Forex. You only ever trade with what you can afford to lose, because trading results are not always typical. Mahmouda mentioned there that Kyle has been practicing for quite some time. He's been doing a few little trades, and from the sounds of it, if he earned $800, I'm wondering if he just put 100 in to start, and then he's maybe made.
Yeah, he started off small.
He's basically up, so he's kind of felt comfortable to put that in. So be aware, though, it is. Please chat with someone
at your own risk.
Try to go forward with things like that, because we've got lots of people that can advise, but you never know, you might be 33 grand up at some point.
But we have the experts that are telling us which trades to do, and you just follow.
They are amazing.
Yeah,
absolutely amazing. And you know what my first thoughts were with them when we very first went on a call, because we were quite fortunate to find out that this Forex was coming before it actually arrived. But then when it was announced, we went on a call. I just loved the fact that they are so open and ethical, and they fit right with what David Hart is like as a person, which is what we're all like, because we've all gone into this company because we like the ethos behind it. So that's what I love. Michelle, I find it hard to learn, as like to learn in person is easier. How hard is it to learn to do the travel? As before, I couldn't do it. I would give you one-to-one assistance.
We'll take you on holiday with us.
Yeah, we'll go on holiday and we'll teach you everything. Yeah, we'll get that eight person place in where was it, Mexico?
There was one in Mexico. There's loads. I found one in the Caribbean that I was talking to Shell about. If we'd been open last October for her 50th, I was saying, oh, there's this 8-person one.
No, but in all seriousness, we've got so much support within just our community, which is the Dragonfly Voyagers, but we tap into support in the wider business as well. You'll hear us talk about people like Daryl Roberts, Deborah Taylor. We've got Kayla, who is part of Deborah Taylor's team, who's absolutely amazing. She's so fantastic. We've got Todd Strand. We've even occasionally got David Hart, but he's quite hard to get hold of. But yeah, we've got each other. I mean, myself, Daryl, and me, we've been in the business for over 2 years now, ish. No.
Yeah, 2 years.
Just about 2 years, yeah. So the experience that we've got already, you're in safe hands, so don't worry. But we can have a chat anytime.
And the support is so good with the back office. You know, you send them an email. I mean, we've all had cancellations. My quickest cancellation was Vegas. I emailed them whenever 1 hour later, I'd got my points back. You know, 1 hour.
Because of the COVID stuff, we were due to go to Vegas in April last year. No, was it October?
October.
I don't even remember. But what I do remember is none of us went to head office to ask for the money back because we were secretly hoping we would be able to travel and go and see everyone. So no one asked head office, and they just returned it to us without even querying anything. And one of my ones as well, Christmas, we were meant to go away to Scotland Christmas week, and we couldn't because they locked us down again. But I spoke to head office via email 12 hours late, less than 12 hours. I got my money back, got my points back. Everything was just as it was, as if I hadn't booked it.
Yeah, it's like I was supposed to be going away in half term, February half term. I was supposed to be in Malaga for a week. Again, that was for 8 people. And I emailed them on the Monday saying can't fly out. On the Wednesday, I had a full refund. You have one email and that's it. It's like you're not chasing them.
It's so reassuring.
Yeah. So I do love this.
Similar, Daryl, haven't you? Because you've had
stuff. Yeah. I was off to Tenerife March 28th, I think it was. Yeah, just a few days after the first lockdown. And of course, it all got cancelled the week before. I was waiting. Are we going? Are we not going? What's happening? And I just emailed head office and said, COVID struck, I can't go, I'm not allowed to go. And I had my money back straight away.
It's just so reassuring because I do hear of other people that are either receiving vouchers. Now I don't know if I'm right with saying this, but in my opinion, you don't really know whether that voucher is going to cover a holiday at the time you want to go in the future, if it's like more expensive, or are they guaranteeing that? I don't know. And refunds can be few and far between. There are people that are still waiting for refunds and stuff, and just to not have to worry about that, especially with having the kids, because I've got to know where you guys will all be the same, because we've all got kids here. You've got to kind of know where each penny is going so that you can make sure you budget in for everything you need for the family. So I couldn't be waiting around for that money, you know what I mean? So it is reassuring. Yeah. So if there are no further questions, I will wrap this up. Is there anything that you'd like to add, anyone?
So there's no questions on Facebook.
Okay.
Michelle says thank you.
No problem, Michelle. It's good to see you. Right. Well, thank you so much, ladies. A pleasure as always. I will speak to you soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye.